Hey, what's going on, guys? It's John back with another video. Today we're going to be doing a tutorial of Refiner by Maverick City Music. Let's go on ahead and jump right into it. So this song is in the key of E. It is 4/4 time. Make sure that you know your E major scale. And make sure that you know your basic chords in the key of E major. Right? So let's go on ahead and take it from the top. Just like in all of my tutorials, I'm just going to kind of play through it, and then I'm going to stop to explain the different parts and things that are going on. Okay, so right there in the intro, what they're doing is they're just kind of going back and forth between the 1 and the 4. Then the 4. Then they go to the 3. And back to the 4. Okay, but what makes that part is both of the broken chords that they're kind of playing in the left hand and the melody line that's being played in the right hand. So for the left hand, we're going to kind of be doing a big stretch here. So and this pattern is kind of similar across all the chords. So we're going to do a 1 5 10. Okay, so this is the stretch. Now I don't expect you to stretch that much. What you can do is just play the perfect fifth here and then kind of just jump up. Okay, same thing on the A, same thing on the 3, and then you go back to the 4. Okay, with the right hand, what you're doing is you're just walking it down from the 5th. So 1 2 3 4 5. You're just going to be walking it down from the 5th. 1 2. Okay, so that's that part where we're at right now. Take me there. And go to the 4. This is the intro. It's right here. My life is here, and I'll be a living sacrifice for you. Pre-chorus. So what's happening there on the verse is that they're just, again, pivoting back and forth between the 1 and the 4. Very simple. I'm just kind of keeping my right hand the same and changing my bass note. And then he kind of does a pivot here. Okay. Okay, so what am I doing there? My left hand is doing this movement here. Okay, I'm playing a major 6th interval to a perfect 5th. In my right hand, I'm playing an E sus4. Okay, E sus4 to an E major. And then when you play them both at the same time, you get that nice little pivot movement that he does. Sorry, I'll do that again. And here's the pre-chorus. Okay, so what's happening there on that pre-chorus is that they're going to the 7. In this case, we're doing a 5/7. Whenever you see 5/7, excuse me, it's indicating a slash chord. So that means I'm playing the 5th chord over the 7th scale degree. And then it's kind of going to a 1/3, then to a 4, to a 2. Okay. And that that melody line is starting on the B. This B major chord is kind of like outlining it, but it's starting up here on this E. Technically it's a D sharp if we're in the key of E. But I digress. So we're gonna do, that's where it's leading off. Okay, so and I'm kind of playing that melody while I'm playing the chords at the same time. So learn the melody first and then figure out what voicings, or you can use the same voicings that I'm using to kind of play that melody and the chords at the same time. It's not impossible, just takes some getting used to, okay? Okay, keeping that melody note on top. Okay. One thing that you want to keep in mind when you're playing this song is that, of course, you can get away with just playing, you know, the basic chords, but what gives this song its characteristic is the way that the piano player is voicing his chords, and he's making them very, very warm, which is creating that intimate sound. So if you're playing this at church, or if you're playing it, you know, with your worship team, and you're finding that something's just not gelling right, check the voicings of your chords. You can get away with playing, you know, the basic major chords, but it's going to sound basic. Okay, it's going to sound, you know, without that, it's not going to have that feeling that the piano player had when he recorded this. So if you notice, a lot of the chords that I'm playing, some of them are kind of open, but then some of them are closed, right? So I'm mixing open voicings. Okay, look at how much space is here. And then this last chord is very closed. Okay, and what I'm utilizing is something called clusters. Okay, so what that basically means is that I'm taking this this 2 chord, right? Normally, here's what a 2 chord would look like. This is what an F sharp minor would look like. I'm basically playing an F sharp in my bass. I'm sorry that it's saying flats. I should have changed that before I started the video, but here we go. I'm playing an A major in my right hand, and what I'm doing to get that warm sound is I'm kind of adding this middle note here. You can even add it with your thumb, which will free your index finger up to play this note. And you can play all that with one hand. Look at how close all of these notes are. Aside from these two, these notes are really close together, which gives that really, really warm sound, right? So if I do that pre-chorus again, just kind of watch the shape of the chords, watch the shape, and listen to the voice that it creates. Okay, so let's go on ahead and keep it moving. I wanna be Okay, so that chorus, it's going to be on the 4. And then I'm going to do a 1/3. Okay, and then it's going to be a 4/6, 5/7 to the 1. Okay. Okay, and what you can do besides playing the 4/6 and 5/7 is you can just play a 1 the entire time and move the bass up. Okay, and just kind of play with that melody line. So there's different things that you can do to improv here, but the important thing is making sure that the voicings make sense, making sure that the inversions make sense. Okay, so as an example, if I were to play that very basically, here's what it would sound like. Okay, you can get away with playing that, but remember, the voicing and the arrangement of the notes is very important here. So the voicing that I would play for that, see how I'm kind of close down here? Mixing open chords with closed chords. So this song is very easy. It's just that you want to play around with the different voicings and see what you get. Here's back to the verse. Here's that pivot. Pre-chorus. Chorus. Here's bridge. Okay, so that bridge is very simple as well. We're starting on the 4, 5, 5 over, or 4 over 6 to the 1. And he does that pivot again there. Then you do that 4 over 6 again, back to the 5. Okay, so again, 5, 4 over 6, 1, 4 over 6 again, then back to the 5. Now what they're going to do later, and we'll play through it, but I'm going to just show you now, is that they use the 2 as kind of like a passing tone to get to the 5. So you do the 4, then 2 to the 5. Okay, so we'll play through that one more time, and then I'm going to go to the end of the song to get that last little piece that I'm sure a lot of you guys want to know too. So in case you guys wanted this last part, I'll show it to you. Very simple, very old school. I like it. We'll just finish this up.
Burn me beautiful, burn me lovely, burn me righteous, burn
So that last part, the Burn Me Beautiful, Burn Me Lovely, that part is just simply going 4, 3, 2, 3. But what the piano player is doing is kind of like an old school 90s R&B type of feel to it. So he's basically holding that 1 in his right hand and moving his bass down, but he's just kind of arpeggiating the notes, okay? And moving a couple of different notes around. I'm not going to explain exactly every single note that I'm playing, but I just want you guys to kind of see what it is that he's doing, and then so that way you can replicate it yourself, okay? So we're doing a 4-3-2-3, okay? 1, 2, and he kind of changes time, swinging. Okay, really reminds me of like some old school R&B stuff, you know, like, you know, that kind of deal. But I hope that this video was helpful to you guys. If you need to go back and rewind and slow some things down, definitely do so. Like I said, this song is actually very easy, but use this song as a challenge for you to start looking into different inversions, looking at different voicings, so that you can kind of attain these warmer sounding chords. And remember that all of these different principles can be taken to any other keys. So anything that I'm showing you in this key, which happens to be E, can be transferred to any key. So you guys take care. Remember to like, share, and comment down below if this was helpful for you. Until the next one, you guys have a good one.